Ethnic studies take center stage at the U of A today. A student government forum brought together people from both sides to argue their points. And while the debate did get heated, nobody lost their cool. Now on your sides, Jessica Chapin is on Education Watch.
Well, for many, the words ethnic studies in the context of Arizona public schools has become synonymous with the images of students in protest, marching down the street or chained to desks. But today, the topic brought civil and clear-headed discussion, something the school board says is exactly what they need to bring a resolution.
This is an attack on the very idea of education.
Strong viewpoints stood their ground at a University of Arizona Ethnic Studies Forum where people on both sides of the issue spoke out about HB 2281, a law that resulted in dismantling TUSD's Mexican American Studies program. UA professor Roberto Rodriguez says it's a loss for his future students. What's your response to these kinds of accusations about the program?
You know, I think the best way I can describe it is an auto de fe. In the 1500s, when Europeans came here, they thought that our knowledges were demonic. They thought it was pagan, godless, and I believe they continue to think that.
TUSD board member Mark Stegeman defended their decision.
It wasn't the illegitimacy of the one viewpoint, it was the lack of balance.
The forum attracted dozens of students and bystanders, along with officers whose professional presence turned out not to be necessary, though comments were passionate.
This is race-based politics at its worst.
It's the kind of communication Stegeman says he'd like to see as the board moves forward in changing their ethnic studies program.
I think that ethnic tension is alleviated when people get to know each other and understand why the other side feels the way it does. And the way that you're going to make that happen and get people to know each other is if you're doing it in a classroom where everybody's in the room. And so I think that's my goal.
Stegeman tells us he will advocate community input and discussion in the near future as they move forward to incorporate lessons from Mexican American Studies into their required curriculum. But many still argue it won't fill the void left by that particular program.
The board does plan some restructuring when it comes to ethnic studies. When could we see these changes?
Well, Stegeman tells me it won't be by the next school year, but he hopes they can make changes to the curriculum in time for the one after that.
Jessica, thank you.